Today we're going to be doing something really fun. I'm going to be showing you how to make a holographic mold. So let's jump in and get started. This is diffraction grating. It is different than the window film off Amazon. This is a completely different product. It's going to come just like this. This is a 12 by 18 sheet. It's got a backing and the rainbow side is facing up. So if you're going to mold this, just use it just how it comes to you. You don't have to do anything special to it. It's ready to go from the site you get it from. I get this from Rainbow Symphony's website. I will link them down below in the description box. They have a few different patterns available. This one is my favorite because it throws a lot of really pretty rainbows in the sunshine. I will link my two favorite ones down below in the description box. And now I'm just going to go in with some hot glue. And I'm just taking my time and building up a barrier just inside the perimeter of this diffraction grating sheet. You want to make sure that this is thick because we are going to be pouring silicone rubber inside of this barrier that we're making, and we don't want the silicone rubber to overflow and spill all over the barrier. It's going to be a big mess. So you want to make sure you make this tall. I was just kind of doing two squeezes on my hot glue gun and then moving it over, and I'm going to go around the perimeter of the entire thing. Here's how it was looking. You can see how thick it was. You could make it even thicker if you wanted to. You could make that glue barrier taller if you wanted to by going over it again if you like. I just did it one time around the perimeter of the diffraction grating. So now we're going to mix up our silicone rubber. Silicone rubber is just like epoxy. It's got two parts, a part A and a part B. I get mine from S RESIN. We're going to be using their blue silicone rubber today. And discount code NAPTIME will give you a discount on their website. I'm going to be pouring in 8. Well, I was trying to make 16 ounces, but I accidentally over poured this part of the silicone rubber and I did 8.2 ounces. See, it says 8.2. You do need a digital scale for this because this is 1-to-1 ratio by weight. So since I did 8.2 ounces of the part A, I have to do 8.2 ounces of the part B because it has to be completely equal parts. So I'm at 16.4 ounces right after I get these last few little dollops. When you get towards the end, start pouring slowly because you don't want to go over. You want to make sure you get it right on the nose, equal parts A and B. And I just about have it at 16.4 ounces, so we're going to mix this up now for 5 minutes. I encourage you guys to try silicone mold making if you've never tried it before and you want to try it. It's so fun and so easy to do. And I actually am liking it even more than resin these days because it is really, really easy. And we're going to mix that up for 5 minutes, okay? So we're going to really incorporate those parts A and B together. We're going to scrape the bottom of the cup, scrape the sides of the cup, scrape off your stir stick, and I'm not stirring super fast, okay? I'm not whipping a bunch of air into this. I'm just taking my time and kind of folding it, making sure that those parts A and B are completely incorporated and mixed together. It's just like resin or epoxy. You want to make sure that it is completely mixed or it won't set up properly. So I mix it up for 5 minutes and I'm going to run it through my bubble remover machine from Let's Resin. Discount code NAPTIME will give you a discount. This is really easy to use. You just put the lid on it, push the lid down, turn the knob for 5 minutes, press the button on the start or on the front of the machine, and then let it run for 5 minutes. You don't have to do anything else. It shuts off and off gases all by itself. You can see it works really well to get rid of bubbles in your silicone rubber. Super handy. It's been 5 minutes. I'm going to take the lid off, and here's how it was looking. Now we're going to be ready to pour this into our little mold barrier that we made. So we're pouring this right on top of that diffraction grating, and it's rainbow side facing up. It's going to come just like this from the manufacturer or from the website that I got this from. They ship it and it's ready to use if you want to make a mold of it. It's also really pretty if you put it on your windows. It gives you a lot of really pretty rainbows when the sun shines through it. That's what the purpose of it or what it's made for. but I wanted to make a mold and show you guys how to do it as well. So I thought that 8 ounces was going to be enough, but I actually ended up needing 10 ounces. So this is a 12 by 18 sheet of this diffraction grating, and you 100% do not need to make it this big. I'm more of like a go big or go home type person. You could definitely take a little square of this, like 6 by 6, 5 by 5, 4 by 4, whatever size you want to do, and make a smaller size mold if you want. You don't have to make a big sheet like this. You just take some scissors, cut the size you want, do your hot glue barrier, kind of like your mold housing, I guess. So I poured 10 ounces of that silicone right on top, and I had some left over, so we're going to make a few molds as well. So these are holographic acrylic blanks, and these are mold housings. So this is all one piece, and all you have to do is pour your silicone rubber right into these handy little mold masters, as I like to call them. My friend Crumble Designs can make these for you. She can make you any shape, any size that you want. I will link her information down below in the description box for you to order. You can message her on Instagram to order or send her an email. Tell her you saw Tish's video on YouTube and tell her what you want to order. And I still had some silicone rubber left, so we're going to do this cute little turtle. Same thing, this is a holographic acrylic blank. And I think I'll do a tutorial for how to make the holographic acrylic blanks if you want. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a tutorial making a holographic acrylic blank, and I can do that. I think that would be a really fun video as well. So just poured that into my mold master. We're going to let everything cure overnight. Here we are the next day, and here I already see a oopsie. I should have taped this down because the silicone kind of pooled. So definitely tape your corners down when you're making this. It still turned out fine, but there were some spots where this is a little bit thicker than other spots, which is, fine. It's still functional. But if you were going to be making these to sell, you would want it to be perfect. So tape the corners of your diffraction grating down so they don't lift up like mine did. But I was just making this for myself. And look at how perfect it turned out. That holographic effect transferred perfectly from the diffraction grating. It worked so, so well. My international friends can also get diffraction grating off eBay. This stuff is very fragile, you guys. I forgot to mention you want to wear gloves when you're handling it, because if you touch it with your finger, your fingerprint will get on the diffraction grating, and that is going to show up on every single thing that you make, or if you put it on your window, you'll be able to see that fingerprint. So wear gloves because this stuff is very fragile. And the holographic effect stays on the diffraction grating. You can use it over and over again. Here's an example of a piece that I made. I just filled my mold with clear resin. While the resin was wet, I laid that holographic overlay mold on top of the wet resin with the holographic side touching the wet resin. Let it cure overnight, peeled off the holographic mold, and it made my clear resin skull holographic. And this one was actually UV resin. I just filled my mold with UV resin, laid down one of those holographic molds that we made, popped it in my UV lamp to let it cure, and it made my UV resin snowflake holographic. These are so fun, so easy to make. I hope you give this a try. You can get the silicone rubber from S RESIN. Discount code NAPTIME will give you a discount on their website. Here's how these other 2 molds that we made turned out. So, so perfect, and so fun to make these. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions, and definitely check out S RESIN for your silicone rubber, and for the bubble remover. Works great to get rid of bubbles. Here we are getting ready to take the little snowflake out. And let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a video showing you how to make holographic acrylic blanks. I can do that if you guys want me to. And let me know if you have any questions down in the comments. Thank you guys so, so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you're all doing fantastic, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye, guys.